Hi, my name is Yasu. I live in Japan and I do hitorigoto in my channel. It's a Japanese word and it means talking to myself. So today I want to answer the question that's given to me on my video that I was talking about what I went through in the first 1 month after I finished taking Effexor and venlafaxine. The question is are you taking Davigo? So what it means is that in the first month after I finished taking Effexor, for in terms of the sleeping pill, do I take Davigo? The answer is partially yes. I was taking the Davigo 7.5 milligram per day, or nitrazepam 4 milligram. And this is something that I didn't really do for a long time because before I finished taking Effexor, I was uh, I was taking Effexor 37.5 milligram per day for like nearly 4 months, and it really gave me a stability. And even with Davigo 7.5 milligram per day, I was really able to sleep really well. Like on average, I was able to sleep like 7 hours and 7 hours and 30 minutes. And it's amazing sleep. And when I was discussing when I should stop taking Effexor with my doctor, one of the main concern for me was that as soon as I stopped taking it, I knew that withdrawal symptoms would actually start hurting me. And most likely one of the symptoms would be sleep issue. So when I was discussing that with my doctor, we came down to kind of like the conclusion that he would be prescribing me Davigo and nitrazepam, and then based on what would happen to me, I could choose accordingly nitrazepam or Davigo or combination of them to manage my sleep. And I agreed with him. And based on how I tapered off gradually Effexor in the last 1 year, I thought that would be enough. Apparently, that was not enough at all. And then it really puts me in a very super difficult situations. So right now I am actually already in the second month after I stopped taking Effexor. In terms of the sleeping problems, it's really getting better. It's not nowhere near the perfect. However, it's really getting better because the first 3 weeks after I stopped taking it, on average, I was only able to like sleep like 4 hours or 4 hours and in 30 minutes. On the fourth week or fifth week, finally like 6 hours. And here and then there, I really, really needed a good night's sleep. So I go on a trip. Not really trip, but like basically I just go to near cities in Kanto area, like Utsunomiya or like Yokohama, or even Fuku. Fuku is not near. Fuku is far away. Or like in Nagoya, to just sleep. It helped, but it's not enough to counter off all those sleep deprivations that I've been suffering. So I barely survived, but I am okay enough to just keep going. So I think the person who gave me the question is based on what I was actually saying, that I am suffering from the sleeping issues in the video. I think the person wanted to let me know that Davigo is not strong enough in that kind of situations. And assuming that's what the question is meant to be, then I really agree. Uh, I completely underestimated the severity of withdrawal symptoms, especially how it has been affecting my sleep. I really thought that like nitrazepam would actually help, or even a combination of um, nitrazepam and Davigo would actually help, or help me to manage sleep a little bit better. But whether I take Davigo or I take nitrazepam or I take the both of them, it nothing made any changes in terms of my sleep, how long I could sleep, or like the quality and everything, which was very very disturbing. Like part of me started to feeling that hopeless feelings that I actually had when I first started to suffering from depressions, and also like the when I was really trying for so many months to figure out the right combination of the sleeping pills to put my sleep issues under control, but I kept trying, but nothing really worked out. I was so tired. I became hopeless. I remember the feeling. I hated that feeling. But after I figured out the sleeping pill, I really didn't feel that way for a long time. But in the last 7 weeks, especially last week, it's really the tough week. And then I actually felt the hopelessness that I didn't really feel for like a long time, which is not a pleasant feeling. I really don't like it, but it's just the way it is. And then in in one of my video, I was talking about things that I regretted when I was reducing the Effexor, which was the I was also reducing and stopped taking a sleeping pill simultaneously while I was reducing the dose of Effexor. I shouldn't have really done that because um, a week ago I went back to see my doctor. It's like once a month appointment, and I was telling him how uncomfortable I am feeling and then how hard it is for me to deal with my sleep issues. And he was very surprised, and but at the same time he was proposing to me that it might be better for you to go back to those strong sleeping pill for now. When he said it, I could feel that part of me was rejecting them, because a part of me kept thinking that okay, I put so much effort to reduce or stopped taking those strong sleeping pills, but now you want me to take it again. I just didn't like that idea, and I couldn't really think clearly when we having the discussion with my doctor. But now I am outside of the context, looking back and looking at the conversations that I was having with my doctors. what he proposed really made sense. But I can really feel that my view has been very subjective and it somehow became very stubborn. Like going back to that stronger medication makes me feel even now that I am not moving forward. It's more like I'm moving backwards. It causes extra frustrations, it causes extra stress, and it causes actually more factors that I need to consider and then contain, which is very not healthy, especially in this very unstable, unpredictable situations. So even like when I was discussing with my doctor like 7 weeks ago, maybe time to stop taking Effexor, and I was proposing him that it's gonna most likely cause me sleep issues. So can I have my plan B, which was the nitrazepam? And when I look back at the session with him, I don't think I would actually request him for those stronger sleeping pills because of the fact that I was able to reduce it and then stop taking it successfully. I don't think that idea of coming back to those stronger medications to fight potential side effects for my sleep, I don't think it would occur to me. Me now, if I could turn back time and go back to the meeting with my doctor, I would certainly ask him to prescribe me the super strong sleeping pill to just get through everything, because in the last 7 weeks, it has been super uncomfortable and super difficult. But that's me after I gone through that difficulty. So having said that, I should not have touched my sleeping pill even when I started to reducing the effects of venlafaxine, because it just simply created way too many factors to consider. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, the first month after I stopped taking Effexor, did I take Davigo? Yes, I did take a Davigo, and it's not strong enough. But and also that's partially true that I took Davigo, but as a whole thing, I was also taking nitrazepam. I was also taking a combination of Davigo and nitrazepam, and then none of them helped me to sleep, which is very surprising. But anyway, so as always, at the end of my video, if you can sleep really well every day, every night, please treasure it. Because once you have a sleeping issues, then you would appreciate the time that you didn't have any issues with sleeping. And no matter how hard you try to go back to the time that you didn't have any kind of sleeping issues, it's not easy way to find back to it. At least I don't know how to get back to it. Hopefully one day I can go back. But at this point, I cannot imagine myself sleeping without any kind of issues. That's a very sad things to actually say, but that's just the way it is. So please take care of yourself and stay healthy. Just keep your healthy sleep habits, or just if you can sleep, just keep it that way. if you're having some kind of issues with sleep, please take care of it at the early stage as soon as possible, because once it becomes super severe, it becomes a super difficult to actually handle it. Yeah. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching. For now, じゃあね。